Hi there, my name is Daniel Walter Scott and I'm an Adobe certified instructor, and in this course you and me are going to learn how to make beautiful videos together using Adobe Premiere Pro. This course is aimed at people new to Premiere Pro. No previous video editing experience is needed. It's also for those of you, you know who are self-taught, who open the program reluctantly, hack away at it, swear a lot. This course is for you too. We do start right at the beginning and work our way through step by step, but we do cover a lot of ground in this course. You'll come out the other side with, you'll be pretty confident taking on a real wide range of video editing work. During the course, you'll work through real-world projects like editing an interview, a wedding video, a short commercial and documentary, social media advertising videos, YouTube how-to videos with talking head footage mixed with screencasts and voiceovers. You'll learn how to work with text, animation, and motion graphics. We'll make special effects, add music. We'll take your still images and make them feel like real video. You'll learn how to do color correction, color grading, and lots of video transitions, plus all the technical bits too, like HD versus 4K and frames per second, all the way through to exporting. You'll learn how to balance and sync your audio, fix bad audio like removing echo and background noises, plus loads more, including things like shortcuts and tips and tricks. On top of the class projects that we do together, there are practice assignments, like little mini projects that you get to do to practice your skills, but also build videos for your portfolio. Enroll now if you are ready to upgrade yourself and finally learn how to make beautiful videos in Premiere Pro. You made it! Welcome to the course. First thing we need to talk about is getting started. First up, exercise files. So you need to download the exercise files. There'll be a link on the page here somewhere. Be warned though that they're pretty big, 1.4 gigabytes. So if you are somewhere where you've got like a limit on how much you can download, you might have to go to work or go to school, the library, and download them. They'll take a little while, but you need those first to get started. Next question is, what kind of computer? Do you need a Mac or a PC? Doesn't matter. Software runs the same on both of them. Some of the shortcuts are different, and I'm gonna explain those through the course, but I'll just point them out. I'm using a Mac myself, but it's not hard to follow along with a PC, and I'll just explain if there are any small little differences along the way. So what software do you need? You need Premiere Pro. There's a couple of other different flavors of Premiere, Premiere Rush, Elements, okay? But Premiere Pro is what we're gonna be using in this course. It's the kind of main one that Adobe makes. The other question I get is, can I use an older version of Premiere Pro? Not really. It is, if you're using say CS6 Premiere Pro, it's just gonna be pretty frustrating doing this course. You're gonna be able to do about 60% of what we're gonna do together, but when it gets to like, so you'll be able to do basic editing, the same as the newer version. We're using 2020 in this course. 2021's just about to come out. Okay, so anything above or around that sort of time frame will work perfect. Anything that's pretty old, like CS6, you're just gonna get to the bit where it says fix audio. Okay, there's a button, and you're not gonna be able to do it, and you're gonna have to figure out how to do it in the older version. So maybe an older course for CS6 might be better for you. All right, let's talk about hardware. You're gonna need some minimum requirements in terms of your computer or desktop, okay, to actually run Premiere Pro. It's quite stressful on computers. Okay, so the best way to do it is, it changes all the time, so Google the words Premiere Pro system requirements, and Adobe will tell you what the minimum and recommended requirements are. Okay, and the closer to recommended you are, the better, the faster it will run. The minimum will actually run, you won't have any problems, but it'll be painfully slow. Now, a question often asked is, what happens if I'm below the minimum? I've got a really old, crappy laptop. What do I do? It'll probably still work. I don't know how old and crappy yours is, okay, but I know I've got a PC back there, my Lenovo, okay, it's really old. It's below the minimum requirements, but it still loads Premiere Pro just fine. Okay, I'll take that back, not just fine. It loads, it works. It pops up with a warning saying, hey, we do not support your video card. And but you click OK and it still works. So the biggest problem is collecting it from downstairs once I've thrown it at the window. It is painfully slow, but it'll work. So have a little look at the requirements and don't skip any videos. I realize the irony of putting this at the end of this video because the skippers have probably already skipped. I say it because there are some sections that you might think, oh, I'm just going to skip that because that doesn't relate to me. Watch it because I've had to kind of, stage all the different kind of bits that we're going to learn throughout the course at different kind of like learning levels. So even though it might say something like Instagram, you're like, I don't need to watch that. I've got other bits that can be used, techniques and tools that can be used generally amongst other different kinds of video editing. So try not to skip videos. This is the end of this one now. You can skip now. Okay, yeah, let's get going. A question that comes up a lot is, what is the difference between Premiere Pro and After Effects? If you already know the answer, you can skip this video. If you're unsure, stick around. Basically, Premiere Pro is video editing and After Effects is special effects. So Premiere Pro would be something you'd use if you are going to make a how-to video like this one, okay? If you are making a commercial, a documentary, a feature film, I can't think of anything else, but it's all to do with taking footage from a camera generally, okay, and doing cuts, doing transitions, doing some basic color correction, fixing the audio, and then sending it on its merry way. After Effects, on the other hand, is all about motion graphics and kinetic type, and if your logo needs to spin in and spin around and catch fire for no good reason, that is After Effects. Let me show you a couple of examples just to make it crystal clear. All right, a good example of what After Effects does is kind of their own website. You can see in the background here the types of things that gets used. You can see kind of cool transitions and intro videos. There is special effects, laser car, some just interesting special effects. But I feel like there is another side to After Effects, the side that I do more of. It's more like motion graphics. See this intro here? There's something similar to the beginning of these videos, but there's a bit of camera work going on and some zooming and some kind of animated graphics. You can see me interacting with this here. That's After Effects. Okay, so I do kind of more, you can kind of see motion graphic style stuff. Animated infographics is what this course is. If you want to do After Effects, check out that. But there's a lot of cool stuff you can do like this in After Effects. Other things that are quite cool are more motion graphics, okay, where yeah, it's kind of more design style animations. You can kind of see all of this type stuff. Yeah, so that is After Effects. Premiere Pro, let me show you an example. So this is one of the examples from the course that we're going to do, and it's a short documentary on parkour, and basically you can see in footage here, there's a bunch of MP4s that were recorded on a camera, there's some audio, and we combine it together to tell a story in the timeline over here. Okay, let's play it through.
When I first started doing parkour, it was 5 years ago, and
there's a bit of interview in the background. We cut between a few different videos.
Watching videos of others and blowing my mind that some people can jump so far and do awesome tricks. I realized that there's no limits. All limits are...
We fade in some dramatic music. Oh, look at that. So yeah, Premiere Pro, documentaries, commercials, YouTube videos, how-to videos, anything that deals with videos. Premiere Pro is really good at doing it quickly and outputting it quickly. Freaks out for special effects, does some stuff. We're going to do special effects in here. But After Effects freaks out at doing this kind of editing in front of us, but loves doing all the special effects. So can you get away with using Premiere Pro without After Effects? Totally. Premiere Pro does a lot of the simple stuff that you want to do in terms of special effects. It's just the more hardcore stuff you might have to jump out into After Effects. Alright, that's it. Premiere Pro, video editing, After Effects, special effects. Let's actually start one of our projects.